Oh hey guys, I just did a video on swapping out the string head for the blade. I'm just gonna do a reverse video in case you got the blade on there stuck, you don't know how to get it off. First thing you're gonna do is take this little pin that you put through the hole and you're gonna take that off. You might need some needle nose pliers, but we're gonna take that and we're gonna slide that pin right out of there. Generally that would be wrapped around the shaft pretty tight from using this blade. The next thing you're gonna do is loosen the nut that's right there. We're gonna do this with an 11/16 or 17mm equivalent socket wrench, and it's gonna be lefty tighty, righty loosey. So we're gonna go clockwise to loosen this up. Put a glove on, or use some other method to hold the blade, and gonna get this and loosen that right up. Be very careful not to bust your fingers or your wrist or any other part of your body up on this blade. The nut, you loosen that, that comes off, right? Set that aside. The top flange comes off. The blade comes off. The bottom flange comes off. Now the only other piece is the guard itself. We're gonna take the Allen wrench that comes with the trimmer, and it's a star Allen wrench. We're gonna loosen up the 3 cap screws that are on this guard. Loosen those up. These work just like any other screw does, where counterclockwise loosens, clockwise tightens. I take my glove off because apparently I'm not skilled enough to use an Allen wrench with a big thick leather glove on. We're going to loosen these right up. Again, I share the 3 cap screws and the metal flange that's on the guard. I share that between my 2 guards, my blade guard and my string trimmer guard. They're exactly the same. They come with separate ones, but I'm just usually swapping it out, you know, just to do a little work. There's no need to carry 2 of those. So take these 3 cap screws right off, and then this metal flange we're going to set aside and keep for the trimmer blade, or the trimmer guard. Take the blade guard off, set that aside, and we're going to bring this longer, narrower string trimmer guard into view. We're going to set that right on here, line it up with the shaft of the trimmer, and take this metal flange and set that right down. It is kind of a triangular shape. I know there's a word for that shape there. Someone in the comments can let me know, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. Take those 3 cap screws. We're just going to use those same ones. Put those back in. Again, as I'm tightening this, I'm going to tighten these in an alternating pattern so that I get a nice even fit against the trimmer housing. Alternate those as you tighten them. Don't tighten one down snug and leave the others, because then you're going to end up with a flange that's bent. So then we're going to go around and snug these up. Again, these are just, they may vibrate over time, but I've never had one come loose in the few years that I've been using this trimmer. Just snug those up. You don't need to go crazy. Now, 2 more steps. We're going to take the string trimmer flange, and you'll notice this one is a little bit different than the blade ones. It's got about half and half between the mushroom stem and the overall side. We're going to take that and we're going to slide it right down. And the final piece is the trimmer head itself. Now this goes only one way. There's the hole for the shaft screw right there. And we're going to take that. There's no hole on the other side. That's the bump head. I'm going to take this, going to set it right down on top of it. And then again, because of the way that the trimmer spins, this is going to be counterclockwise to tighten this. So just hold that flange on the bottom there. Start to loosely tighten this. And you're going to get to a point where it just turns the shaft, but it's not tight yet. That's where the Allen wrench comes in. What you're going to do is you're going to spin this till you can line up the hole in the guard, and then in the flange inside there, there's a hole as well. So we're going to line that up so we can stick the Allen wrench and lock the 2 of them together. I got to look at that to find it. There we go. All right, so what we're going to do is just hold that in place and give this a final tighten down in there. And then the last thing you're going to want to do is just make sure that if you've spun the head from this piece here that spins independently, just make sure that you've spun that so it's not lined up with the holes here, because that's how you feed more line into it, and if you leave it there then it may not work right. So just make sure that the notch in this top part is not lined up with those holes, and you're good to go. That's it. So the difference between the two guards, the big difference is that your string trimmer guard has a blade right here, and that's going to keep your string from getting too long. It chops it off if it gets there. The blade guard's a little wider, and it just protects more of the blade. You can't use the blade guard with the string because it's too short. The string would whack the edge of it, and you'd end up beating up the edge of your guard there, and there's no blade on it to keep that length trimmed. So make sure when you're using the blade, use the blade guard. When you're using the string, use the string guard, and your life will be beautiful. Let me know if you've got comments, throw them below. I'll do my best to answer them. If I can't, someone else will. I'll talk to you guys later.